Hi again, boys and girls. I should say gals and guys. Gamer, gal, gamer gals and gamer guys. I don't know. Whatever my intro feels more worth it, and more appealing. I'm not sure, but me and my friend had a discussion about cloud gaming. Now, the thing of it is, he doesn't really play games that much, so he just has an opinion. Um, there's a lot of things that go into a lot of things that we don't consider, um, you know, the rights and all, um, things that, you know, would be, for example, he had said that, TVs one day you'll just have an app, you can download the Sony store, download the Microsoft store, download the Nintendo store, and I said, yeah, but, you know, that could be plausible. But the problem is, what about your controller? It needs to send a signal to something. And it's going to send. He was saying it's going to send it to your TV, and I said, yeah, but that TV needs to receive a signal that Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo would agree on, so that the TV could receive a signal of some kind. Something would have to receive a signal saying this is, you know, your Nintendo, or this is your Sony, or this is your Microsoft, and I should have started from the beginning. But basically, he thinks that companies are going to go total cloud. Now, as some of you might know, cloud gaming and digital gaming are different. Digital gaming you can download onto your console. The cloud gaming is also just, you just access it. And as far as I know, most people probably think Google's the first to start that, but I think it was really Valve and the Steam box that tried that. Um, you saw what happened with Microsoft's Always On console. And I said, there's just too many questions here. There's too many negatives. I said, if it were all possible, and it could be, that, you know, there's a lot of things that's going to have to be worked out. But for one, you're not going to own something, you're just going to be able to play it. And, to me, that's like having a rental. So that I really don't know if that justifies $60. Um, but uh, there's also, like what I wonder is how many people are you going to alienate doing that? How many people in the world are not going to be able to play your game systems because you know they can't get internet access. They can't download something. They don't have high speed. Even here in America, I don't know the statistic, but certain areas don't have. They either don't have the internet or they don't have high speed. It, what do you do? I guess. But he went on to say, well, they don't care. And I said, yeah, but that now that doesn't matter if they don't care because we're the consumers. Uh, I said, what are you really getting out of that? Of convenience. Well, digital gaming is convenient too. You just download it right there, and it stays on your Xbox, your PS4. I'm assuming your Nintendo Switch. So you get to keep it theoretically. It's always there. Uh, but he thinks it's going to the cloud, and you're going to be able to download it onto a TV, and that's going to be the end of that. Um, but there's too many questions that I have the thoughts in my mind, but I can't put the words to them. Um, Things that you know would go into making all that possible. Uh, Things that would, uh, there's a lot of things that I can't put that I can't exactly say. But these companies, all three, for now, would have to come together and say that we're good with the TVs, because the problem, it's not the app that I question. I mean, downloading an app isn't an issue. What I question is, uh, my main concern is what's the controller. Well, the controller has to send a signal to the TV, and then I got to be honest. Then I wonder about shady things, like companies will start trying to make it harder for you to access certain apps, you know, uh, but whatnot. I mean, there's a lot of questions that I can't exactly put my finger on, and I know that the people who are in the industry and who better know it than I do, would would start to ask more questions about what about this, and, what about that. And I just don't have all the answers. Uh, on the one on a positive note, it makes me wonder if uh, the cloud will bring cross. Excuse me, I always get that one. I was a tongue twister for some reason, but it's cross-platform gaming, so we can play the same game over different consoles. The other thing I really think that could be a positive is, for years, I mean, as a console gamer, you're limited to console games, um, but it'd be nice to be able to access PC games that were PC exclusive. Or a lot of times, uh, these games that come out on the PC, you can't play them on the console unless they're released. Uh, but on the other hand, too, on that note, that would probably save publishers and even indie developers a lot of money if you could play it on the PC, because they could do like a Steam. Is it Green? Is this, I think it's Greenlight, if I remember. Where you can play these games for free and then kind of get an idea of how the game is. It's neat when you. I was kind of thinking it's cool because I commented on some of them and got some comments from the developers themselves, which I always thought was pretty neat, because you could actually talk to them directly. Uh, but yeah, I mean, there's so many questions to be asked, so many situations. Like I thought, like, hey, if the server's in a different state, what if it's an earthquake or something goes down? You're not going to be able to play your games. I mean, you know, but it's ultimately up to the consumer. Um, my friend stated that they're used to I should say them, but we're used to consoles. We're used to games, because they kept making the argument, why is someone going to give up the ability to take the game and trade it, resell it, uh, do whatever they want with it, take it to their friend's house, and then just go, you know what, that's too much work. I'd rather just download something or have access to it, do something else. Uh, which, I mean, isn't a bad idea, because you can access it at your, theoretically access it at your friend's house if they let you, or, assuming the company doesn't mind, you know, one of those multiple access points. But I'm thinking to myself, um, you know, like, I'm trying to think on that note itself, what's really in it for the consumer? What's really the appeal? And the convenience is the only answer. But convenience, is that really willing to throw all that away? I mean, like I said, digital gaming is convenient. So, what's cloud gaming have to do with it? I mean, the only thing I could think of is that cloud gaming could make it, theoretically, if they made things a lot cheaper, then I could see the appeal. But I'm asking myself, what's the real appeal with cloud gaming? And right now, there's not much, if anything at all. So companies will have to come together and they'll figure out what to do, if it's ever going to be anything important. But like I was saying a little earlier, I think my friend thinks that Basically he would say a dinosaur, someone who's grown up with that, and I'm just afraid of it, and I don't like it, and I have an issue with it, and it's like, okay, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would miss going to the store, miss talking to people, they give that social event. It just makes you less social. It's fun when you go there and see other gamers, especially in line for the same game that you want. You know, those midnight releases. It's an interesting thing. And now companies starting to make it earlier. So now it used to be you had to wait in line at 12. And now they're releasing them at 9, which is a little more convenient, which I like that. And then you can go home and play the game and not have to be up, not have to stay up or something. Uh, but I thought that was interesting. I mean, this is one of many discussions that I'm going to have about this particular subject. But uh, uh, I just wanted to say how he just keeps arguing that because people are going to grow up without CDs and things like that. Then they're not going to be desensitized to it. They're just not going to care. And I mean, is it possible? Yeah. But in my heart of hearts, I just find it hard to believe because what's really in it? Convenience is the only answer. It's like there's nothing really in it that outweighs what's in it now. I mean, digital gaming gives you that A, convenience, B, it's on your game system, um, and you know, it's uh, it. And I asked, like, what would it have above today other than convenience? And it's just there's nothing like running in 4K. I guess you could theoretically do that now on your TV and your Pro or your Xbox One X. I mean, so it's like, okay, well, that's taken out. That's like, well, you pay the same price, so it's not cheaper. So that's not a factor. The only thing is convenience. So whether gamers really think it's that convenient to, you know, start giving it big business. I don't know. It's hard for me to see it as a consumer. Uh, but I'm trying to think what like what the appeal would be. Uh, I mean, maybe it's just me. You know, maybe I'm the one oddball. But well, what matters more is your thoughts. As always, like I said, what matters to me most is that uh, you guys and gals, it's what you think. Because I might be the oddball. I don't see any appeal to it. Um, like I said, there's possible positives, but those would have to be hashed out. Um, with companies. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider here. But anyway, this is Al signing off, and make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Like I always say, I would really love to hear your comments. This is it's kind of a touchy subject for me, to be honest. I don't really get mad about it, but it's just like, I guess it's really, him and me, just where I just don't think he understands that it's just not gonna, happen like that. And no offense, he's not really much of a gamer, so it's like he keeps arguing that companies they'll do what you do, and it's like, hey, like, like just because, basically what he's saying is that these companies are gonna treat us like we need them, and I said, we don't need them. Like, we don't need them to provide something for us. We're consumers, and that's where companies get it wrong. They think that they can do whatever they want, and we're going to take it. And I said, we don't need them at all. But I mean, I can always point to the Xbox One, where they tried all digital, all on. You know, basically the message to me was, you need us. You're going to need us when you're on. You're going to need us to play your games, and you're just going to take it. And the consumers are like, no, that's not going to happen. You know, you need to change that. Well, we got something that plays discs, and doesn't always have to be on. That's a whole other story. But so I was thanks. Sorry, but I was like to distribute some final thoughts there. But anyway, have a nice day. I hope you had a great 4th of July. If you're with your family, I hope you had a fun time. Hope somebody got to safely light up fireworks. But have a great day. And make sure again to rate, comment, subscribe. I really love to hear your comments on my video. But have a great day.